I need to start with the silly stuff. And that is episode 3, Pony. You get to just have this whole dance sequence shirt off to Pony. I need to know basically everything about that, Scott. I need to know how this was conceptualized. Was it always in the script? Like, how did this come up?
Yeah, well, that's I would like to know how this came up too, and I'd like to have a bone to pick with whoever decided to write it in there. No, look, it was at once the most terrifying and probably the most rewarding scene that I shot in this show, and I say that because I think it works. If they hadn't set up the sort of machinations of Sadie's fantasy life, sort of coming to life on screen, it just wouldn't have made any sense at all. But since that was well established in the first couple episodes, um, not that that made me any happier to do it, but it worked in the script. Maybe not so much in my 51-year-old mind or body.
I think it was like a sneaky idea of Amy and Rena's that they were like, "You think we're gonna get him to do this? Like, will he agree to do it?"
Yeah, like they secretly wanted it. They're like,
Yeah.
let's write this in. We all secretly wanted it. We're like,
The women of America want it.
I would love to take credit for Amy's smutty little brain. I will take credit for being the person that called Mr. Scott Foley, because we have a long previous friendship, and me going, so hey, if we were gonna maybe say, why did you take your shirt off? And he's like, I'll take my pants off. I'm like, there we go.
I could sense that maybe he was a little nervous and he didn't want to do it. And I know he was like kind of starving himself.
Hey, did I want to do it? Not really, but I understood the mechanics behind it story-wise. I think it played into my ability to lean into that side of myself to get what I wanted from her, whether it was an interview or whatever, however she could benefit me professionally.
Right.
However, I was hungry for a couple weeks before shooting that. I'm going to be honest with you.
You know what?
he's so silly.
Worked. He's so silly and he did a really good job. And I think people are gonna think it's hilarious.
Even if Rena actually talked this giant actor into stripping, we're never going to get the song. Songwrites are so hard. And she was great. Season good.
Yeah, our music supervisor, Susan Kent, who's been part of the Berlanti, family for a very, very long time. She worked her ass off to get that song, because that was not easy.
Listen, it delivers on so many levels, but I will tell you, I do think you scarred this man for life. I maybe would suggest checking on him. He was a little bit traumatized.
Like too traumatized with that fire extinguisher. I don't know.
Really good. If there were ever any Bens out there, they're all Knowles now. That's it. He has brought everyone full circle.